frustrating because I can't. So, which team is Cookie? Oh, DDM Academy, okay.
Oh, it's only one caster, just me so far? Okay.
Yep, oh, yep, so we're waiting for Joseph. I don't know who Pat is. Invite. Mainstream, you can't see my screen, but... Oh, I'm currently doing that. Sorry about that. Okay, going back.
No, I was doing it because I just pulled up.
There we go. Oh, did someone just... Who just left? Oh, I already opened.
Here, so Joseph.
Wait, did you see who left? I get to see them. Scroll all the way up now. Because I can't find that.
That'll be fun.
Hi, welcome. Oh,
hey! What's poppin'?
Yeah, let's get it.
What's going on? Nothing much. Just chilling.
Same. Just ready for these matches to get started.
Hey, DDM. Yeah, you eat it by 3 of a kind. Hopefully the Academy take a belt can help your team out. I get the pleasure of having some entertainment going. Okay. What is this? Our tier 3 division?
Yeah, tier 3.
Yep. Diamond Masters or Platter Diamond?
Good question.
Just to make sure I'm on point. I don't want to get anything wrong.
Yeah, I know. I was like worried about it too this whole time. I'm like, alright, hold up. Let me chill.
Because when I see Academy, the first thing I think is like Diamond, Plat, and freaking Diamond or below. So
I think it's going to be a combination of Diamond Masters players because I know that at least on what's on our Discord, Berzerkers has like an average of 33, which means they have some Masters players on there. So I'm assuming that we're looking around that.
Okay. Just gotta make sure.
No, you're right because it gives me also like an expectation of like what kind of comps we can try to look for per map.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what's on the Discord here is that I don't know what DDM Academies are because I know DDM is a Masters team, but
I know their tier 1 team is GM. I don't know if they're actually EU. They might be EU. Their Academy.
Their Academy's average is around 35, so yeah.
Are they a EU team as well?
It doesn't say here. I also don't know where maybe it's on the Google Doc.
Yeah, because I know their original team is EU, so... Because we might, if so, we might have to play one NA, one EU. Back
yeah, just so that the pings are balanced out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going from 100 to 60 is a big deal.
Yeah. So.
I've got friends that are playing like South Africa and Wales, and we all get on together, and I'm shit on like 175 ping. I'm like, sweet, I'm just gonna play Wrecking Ball and swing around.
Oh, I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen with you playing Hammond, bro? You can just knock everybody down.
Dude, all I do is I was just telling, I was just saying before, I play like a 600-pound tracer. That's what I do.
Oh yikes! You'll be one of those annoying characters, huh?
Yeah, bro. I'm on high ground shooting you from a distance. You look at me and roll away so I can reload. And then I shoot from somewhere else. And then I roll through and I go back. And then I pop my kill one of your supports and bounce. And like, just trying to be as annoying as possible.
I can see that. Oh, yikes. Oh my goodness.
But you're a tier 1 player too, though, right? So.
Yeah. I might see if I get a match with them sometime.
I hope you're better at play-by-play than I am. I'm more of a color commentator. Watch us both be.
Hey, listen. I've gotten mixed reviews. I've gotten some reviews.
Alright, guys.
That I'm gonna tell.
Sorry for the long wait. I know we haven't been interacting with you, chat. But this is Season 4, Tier 3, DDM Academy versus Berzerkers for the Apollyon League. Just waiting
I'm waiting.
some
I feel like
movements.
I'm playing Jeopardy.
Yeah, for real. Well, do we have any like background on the team since I don't know either of the squads pretty well? Do we know a lot about like what kind of competition we run?
DDM Academy was Brave Vesperia. So the name switched, same team name switched. I believe they're under DDM now, technically, but not playing in that same tier. Yeah.
Oh, that explains why when I checked the schedule, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're under a new organization, so same team, but not in the same tier. Just they're now under their new organization.
Okay. Because that makes way more sense when I'm looking at the tiers. I was like, wait, one of these teams doesn't exist. What am I looking at?
Which I hope people don't get confused with my teams next season as well, because it's I have an organization when it's that. And for Berzerks, I think nothing changed for them, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh my god.
For their scattering report and stuff.
Like spectator.
I mean, the last time I cast these guys, I don't know if they have any new players.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of looks did you see from them last time you casted them?
I saw a lot of good things. I forget if they won their last match or not.
Okay. Did they run a lot of like hardcore just meta stuff, like double shield? Were we looking at a lot of dive, looking for more of a brawl kind of deal?
They ran a little bit.
So we do have the ready check. I'm just going for a double clarification on our
They did a little bit of dive. I didn't see too much of it.
That's fair. I figured I'd ask this because going into Oasis, you tend to see a little bit of everything. So,
we could see dive here.
Yeah, especially on like City Center. But you can play it at University too. You just have to be really patient about playing off to the sides and not getting trapped.
That's the problem. I think if you're tier 1, you'll see a lot of that.
Yeah. Staging your dives, calling, counter diving.
Yeah.
Alright, so we received the right check. Okay. Starting.
Be ready to go?
Yep.
How about this? Well, I'm back.
Sweet.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Oasis.
And yeah, let's get ready for round 1. In Orissus. Yeah.
Actually, just like City Center, you're already seeing double snipers coming out. Oh wait, I'm not sure.
Not my favorite map. Knowing that NYXL C9 that map multiple times.
Yes, they always C9 this map. I don't know what it is. Like the most patient team in Overwatch League, and they C9 the same maps over and over again.
It never fails with New York XL, bro.
Yeah. But nothing's worse than that Shanghai Dorado. I don't think they'll ever get over that. The Shanghai.
Listen, the new face of Asia is the charge, okay?
Okay.
They beat Shanghai.
Hey, I know,
Shanghai.
but that was just on the tourney though, so we have to see what.
I don't care.
The summer showdown, man, it's different.
I don't care. They still beat them.
And it took a brand new squad too. You know what I mean? It's like it's 6 completely new players,
It don't matter. They still beat
and to
them.
do it on Wi-Fi of all things.
It don't matter.
Hey, I'm a Shanghai stan. I gotta say something. But this is exactly what I was talking about before. We got this dive. Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, speaking of dive. Yeah, I was expecting a dive right away by Berzerks, and with the new Genji meta, expect a lot of Genji.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right? So this version of dive, when you run the Wrecking Ball at Winston, you're looking for a lot more burst damage.
Just like that?
Yeah, just like that. Because Hammond doesn't wait for Winston, he just dives right in.
I'm DDM,
Yeah.
if they don't win this team fight, I would like to see them go dive.
There was a flaw.
I think so too. I don't think they want to brawl into this because then map control will just
That's
go.
the problem, because if you brawl into it, you also, another thing is, you don't want to hold team fights, a long team fight, because, you know, when it comes to whoever caps, it's going to be point differential.
And they're just looking for a little cleanup now. So we'll see what happens with DDM if they decide to switch strats.
I like the Berserks right now, and the way
same.
they are being aggressive.
Alright, so we got a swap. Yeah, Guacamole switched over to, Guacamole switched over to the Roadhog, probably trying to catch the dive as it comes in.
If you're DDM Academy, you do not want long team fights, considering the fact that Berserk has the point. Because again, point differential is going to count.
Right. And
interesting move by the Berserk. I wonder what they're doing.
You know, I still like the Brigida would have been fine, but I think the Lucio would benefit better because Reinhardt without speed can't
just
disengage.
What the Tracer did, please.
Yeah, those nastiest calls.
Yeah. You can't even commentate without somebody doing something.
Like a couple.
Genji.
I mean, it worked out, but that Death Blossom was definitely questionable at the time that it happened. Because the Lucio beat was just.
Genji and why he went after that Reaper when he ulted.
Yeah, I feel like it was a missed call. Like,
unless he wanted to switch to have a field day with Doomfist.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's probably what it was. He did burn. He switched over to Doom in order to burn it.
He sells through, so you go to.
I really hope you guys aren't letting me spectate because I'm not.
Oh, you're spectating, buddy.
Oh, that's great.
Oh no, I got it. Yeah. So what the stream sees is what I'm doing.
All right, bet.
Yeah, whoever's hosting is hosting, but we get to spectate whatever we want.
And it's another quick cleanup. Like,
yeah, if DDM needs to get off of tank and get on dive already.
yeah, or at least switch the Brigida to the Lucio, at least so that they can speed in and out of the disengages.
Yeah,
because you want to make the dive burst down their use all their cooldowns, and then they have nothing other than a sustained fight. But just playing into them over and over again.
Right now, the only one that has an ult is Reinhardt.
Yeah, and we have to see how he's going to get value out of that Earth Shatter because he's got a team dancing around the whole time.
Yeah,
and just like that, we talked about it. Outcast again with the pole swap, going straight for the Brigida.
Oh, that's smart. That's
yeah.
And knowing Brigida cannot give armor.
But the whole hog coming out from Guaca, let's see if that does anything to stall the
And again, the Tracer gets the support player. Well, it's gonna be a rough night if the support players get destroyed right away.
Yep. And it was actually a beautiful, it was a really smart minefield because he wanted to drop. Oh! There goes the Earth Shatter.
That's useless.
But yeah, he's by himself. Oh, he still cleaned up, at least got Lucio.
He got Lucio, but it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, and Wrecking Ball's just partying on him. And just like that.
That's
first stage. Comes the Berserker.
That Doomfist. Oof. I'm scared. No, I'm not.
Sorry, Allie, didn't see a message till just now.
Ready for battle.
Hey, Allie. Wait, what's your message?
Sorry, I'm looking at chat.
And so finally, and see, they finally made the switch. Play for fun switch.
Somebody's requesting a pause on the league game chat.
Which one?
I don't know, but you still might want to pause it. I don't even know which player is this from. Oh, DDM.
So I don't pause until there's a disconnect. That's the thing. Give me a second.
It's okay, Ash, just let them know they can't ask for pauses.
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I didn't mean that. Never mind, just a blooper.
Yeah, I only pause when there's a disconnect.
Just a blooper.
Oh well.
See, they're still kind of brawling to the point. The team's like pretty equal on that, but
my language on that.
They can't do anything. Like Berserkers just has DDM just literally backing off to the Mega.
Honestly, DDM is
the amount of pressure that they're putting on because they're definitely letting their characters. Like Doomfist is allowed to set up. Tracers all over the place.
Right now, it is just a walking field day for Berserk right now, and DDM is not countering. It's just I'm just being honest. Oh, look at the Tracer teabag. Teabag nobody.
Sometimes you gotta be. I mean, look, the dive is staged. It's ready to go. They got Tracer scouting ready.
Oh, put the highlight on Tracer. This is nasty. Oh, no!
Oh, I can't move to her. I can't move to her. I don't have the button for it.
Oh, but this Tracer, man.
Oh, the counter Tracer. Finally shows up and takes out Tracer. Oh, DDM's up 6-3 in the fight. Air Shatter comes out from Dample.
Finally.
All they have to do is call targets and clean it up, and we'll have the first side swap for the match.
Yeah, but guess what? It's still 41, 42, 42.
Yeah, but then you take a look at the ult economy, and you'll see that Berserk definitely has the advantage there. They've got 4 ults ready to go to DDM's 2. The best thing to do for now, well, they could literally, I said they could have poked probably for rally.
DDM, let's see how DDM defends. Oh, well, just like that. Oh,
that rally's huge. That actually extends the fight longer than the dive pop wants to fight it too. Sound barrier comes up, and that
is eliminated. And guess who's getting the point back? The Berserk is cleaning house.
They are. Outcast is honestly just popping right now.
Berserk, come on, Tracer, stop it, Tracer. Tracer, stop it.
Yeah, we're gonna follow the Tracer around a bit because the highlight of this game is going to be the Tracer play. Unchallenged Tracer play.
Oh.
Final stall to 45% though, so it's gonna be 48%.
Come on.
Pretty solid.
Well, I mean, this Tracer deserves the teabag after just cleaning house.
Just like that, Berserk's gonna go back and get set up and get ready for the next engage.
Well, we said, how long would DDM defend? Not that long.
Not that long, but they switched over to the Winston, and I think they're just gonna try to counter dive the backline, which is fine.
Oh, come on! Oh my God, this Tracer! Stop it!
Yeah, I think you're seeing a difference in approach because the dive from DDM wants to take
Tracer, stop it, Tracer! Stop it, Tracer!
Still
Just
going.
stop it, Tracer!
Nice cleanup. Look at the BM coming out of the Tracer.
Good grief!
Well, that just got to get in the head of your opponents, you know. Imagine just getting bagged every fight by the same Tracer. Swapped off the Winston to Sigma. Interesting pick here.
Can we
Dive
just
comes
stop it? This Tracer is a human highlight. Oh no, just stop it, please.
Just the pulse bomb. Ended up getting Brigida.
Got the brig again. Oh my goodness.
Death Blossom comes out from Doom Smurf.
Oh my.
And nothing, and you still got Sigma going down. It's really just a matter of cleaning up the starter calls and clean it up.
Can we just point out MVP early? Just go into the Tracer, please, somebody.
Well, almost caught him with the blink melee.
Oh my God,
that was big. Alright, we got Wrecking Ball coming in to stall. See if maybe they can hold on a little bit, and that's it.
Ooh, you hate to see the
takes the way, so.
C9! Oh my God! What? Oh yeah, please. You get a legendary endorsement. Nobody votes for this guy for like 10 votes. This Tracer.
And you see what's bad about it is that they had the right pick with the Brigade and the Mercy because you want to have a backline that can't just easily get dove on. But
everybody needs to vote for that Tracer.
They didn't protect their supports, so you have to basically play clump together and wait for the dive and then counter it. But a lot of that didn't start to happen until the final fight. So let's hope that DDM makes the adjustment moving into the next map and we start to see a little bit more counterplay.
If this was a game break watch point of Overwatch League, I'm just letting you know, I would be playing all these Tracer highlights. No,
oh yeah, I'm sure you'd be sitting on the desk with Sideshow and Reinforce and just going on about Tracer.
Oh, well,
they might even have Soic if he looks like Tracer, getting into a little bit of that as well.
The humiliation was real.
Alright, so we're just sitting up in between to see
I just have
what
to
map DDM
ask
goes
the
with.
question, like, what was the Brigida thinking every time she got picked by the Tracer? Just the thought process.
It's got to be an unlucky feeling. I mean, in that kind of a situation, you kind of want a Diva or Sigma to try to kind of eat the bomb, or a Zarya to kind of cleanse off of a bubble. But
if you are your tank and if you are DPS, you kind of want to protect your support players and
Yeah.
not let them die first. And you didn't see a lot of that because their support players kept dying first, which didn't really help them out in team fights. And
Right.
as you saw, they didn't hold the point for long, second point. So that's got to change rather quickly because I'm telling you right now, they will not win this game if their support gets dying fast. They're not going to win.
Yeah, and I think DDM is going to have to start challenging high ground a lot more because they can't just let a dive team sit up around them and stage and get ready to go.
I honestly think they need to be aggressive.
Agreed.
The one thing I did not see from DDM was them being aggressive. Too much passive playing by them. You could see from the Berserks, they were just pressuring them, pressuring the support players. And that's why they lost team fights. Because one, you're not being aggressive. Two, your support players are dying first. You got to change that.
Yeah, and I think going into the next pack, you might see a little bit of adjustment because like Dan Leap switching to Winston and switching to Sigma and Wrecking Ball, you can see that they're trying to figure out something that's working. So hopefully they take the lessons from the last map and apply it to the next. And just try to because the fights that they did win, like you said, they were more aggressive, they were more proactive. They went after the Tracer, they focused her a bit more.
Right.
So we'll just have to hope that moving into the next map, we're still waiting to see what they select, that they switch their game plan up to just basically shut down the carry in this scenario.
The one thing I will say for Berserks, I definitely enjoyed the way they went after the supports, and then they killed one DPS. That's 3 important key players that they kept killing every fight after fight. So
yeah, and if you're DDM, especially when you start noticing that your Tracer's in the backline doing work, if for some reason you can't sustain and protect your supports, you want to just try to go for backline trades, because in a longer fight, you would win against a dive composition, because once they blow their cooldowns, they're kind of useless and they're waiting for things to happen.
absolutely.
So hopefully on Eichenwald, we'll probably see a little bit more balance, because I still expect to see the Tracer, but this is a little bit more favored for that kind of brawl. We just have to wait and see what happens. It depends on who defends first.
And what about Shanghai? What do they have to do to beat the charge?
Shanghai to beat the charge, they just need to play a little bit
Not
more
choke.
loose. Yeah, they need to have a little bit more composure in tight scenarios. But again, we're not in those moments. So I can't tell you what I would do because I'm not on that level.
Composure, man.
Yeah.
These guys been shit talking.
Yeah, but I think for Shanghai to be as brash as they are, for them to lose games like that, that's the humbling experience. I guarantee you, the next time they play them, they're going to be all on them. They're going to be looking at that footage probably for the next 2 weeks.
I mean, listen, you're gonna have to go through New York. You better just make sure that Pine is not back or Flowers is not back.
I mean, I've got my Flowers jersey ready to go.
Hey. Nobody has respect for Flowers, and Flowers is one of the best South Korean players that took it to Pine and nearly beat him in the Widow competition, okay?
Yeah. For you to go toe-to-toe with the big boss and make a name for yourself already, I mean, that says a lot.
Okay, let's be real. The only one that didn't make a name for themselves was Jonak, alright? He got murdered in the Widow competition.
But that's okay, because he's still the bloodthirsty support that everyone looks up to.
Oh,
Even though-
listen. I have an autographed jersey of Pine and Flowers, by the way.
I figured from your banner. I saw the picture you took with them. One of the home stands. I was like, okay, I see you.
Yes. I even went to the NYXL's first home opener game of this year. And
I had tickets to go to their game against Atlanta and New York, but but COVID shut it down. But I mean, I got refunded the ticket. I got a voucher for next year. So next year when Overwatch League is doing home stands again, hopefully I get to go to an event and try to meet as many players and support staff
man,
as possible.
I had a field day just meeting the NYXL. I felt like I was one of the top 500 players out there. It's just like, yeah.
I believe it, man. There's something about meeting those players because the way they think is insane.
When
And
you
they're
know
cringe.
you're big, when you know the face of the franchise was there in the crowd, Pine. You know, you damn well don't want to miss not being there. Pine was there. I did get another autograph. Yeah, I had to. It's the man of the hour. He's the face of the team. No?
All right, so Cookie's giving us the ready. We're just waiting for Berserkers.
Honestly, I'd rather New York release Nene and re-sign Flowers. I'll take Flowers over Nene.
Alright, we got 2 ready checks.
Any day.
Jump.
But
Alright.
that's for the next game break to talk about.
Yeah.
Traveling to Icon.
Now we're in Icon World.
We are traveling to Eichenwald.
I need Jesus for this match. Alright, DDM, let's see what you got. Let's see if you are gonna fix your mistakes. Let's see what's up. Oh boy, do you think we'll see a Tracer?
I think we're going to see the Tracer again on
I
defensive places.
think if you're Berserk,
Oh, we came out with a...
Oh.
Okay, so Berserk comes out on the meta-approved double shields Ash Genji with the Brig Bat.
these guys look like they were prepared for tonight. Yikes!
Yeah, that's definitely planned, and it's actually pretty cool that they have that set up as well, because going against the Pharah Torbjorn means that they're going to create multiple lines of sight. And I mean, I don't like the fact that there's no loose steel, because I just strongly believe that Reinhardt brawls need speed.
You can do a
in order
lot
to
with
get
a
in
tour player. If you had a head scan, which they're gonna go far, which I don't think they should at this point, because they know they're gonna get countered with.
Well, there's 3 hit scans on that team. Well, there were 3.
3, 2, 1.
And
Alright, we get to see this hold.
we're gonna put the highlight on tour because I want to see what tour.
The combo you want to look up for big time is going to be the Orisa Halt into the Accretion Big Rock from Sigma. That's going to be one way the tank line can take care of the pharmacy in the air without helping the DPS.
Oh, if I'm Torb, I put that Terran in the back line where they couldn't see.
Yeah, see Genji going on the Alpha angle making a rotation.
Here we go, here we go. Here's the aggression. Here's the aggressiveness.
Immortality down already coming out of DDM.
Here we go. Here's the aggressiveness.
Pharah's getting some decent shots. Both teams have already burned their resources.
I think Berserk is going to win this team fight right here. Just the way they're being aggressive pressuring.
But yeah, and it's crazy because Genji's still allowed to be in the back, and there hasn't been any response from him so far.
Wait a minute.
All right, so Guak gets a pick on the bat. That's
They're gonna pop off. Okay.
Normally this would be a lost team fight. The Reds comes in for Pharah, so that's not going to be available for the rest of this fight. I would reset. First fight, hold goes to DDM.
Reinhardt, I wouldn't do that.
You don't need to chase out, you already won the fight. So going into the next fight, we're probably going to expect a pull into Dragon Blade or pull into Rabbinic Flux.
I like Berserk already. I mean, it's going to be a good ult fight, but
yeah, I would expect to wait for poke damage to come through for DDM, and they're probably going to valve.
Wait till they get Bob and then pop Bob.
I think Bob is actually a good counter for the Rocket Barrage, just to put pressure on the... Here comes to Dragon Blade. Told you, call that with a pull.
Here we go, here we go.
The Molt 4 comes down.
Oh,
Clean up.
Pharah. Oh, that's... I mean, yeah, I know you wanted to clean up, but it's kind of questionable, too.
This was actually a good push for DDM.
Very good push.
It's-
I said they could have held it because they already had the team fight won, and they could have used that for
Yeah, okay, so Spell
like
swaps up the Genji to go to the fire. They're trying to win the air battle, but without the Mercy Pocket, they're going to have to rely on armor packs and direct rockets.
I still think they could win like that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
His Doomsday gets sniped out of the air by the Ash.
I mean, even though they don't have a Mercy, they don't have a hit scan account.
Big pull, big flux, Rabbinic Flux coming through. They might kill Roadhog. Oh, the retaliate goes down. There's actually a little technique that you can use a Sigma. There's a Baptiste there with a mortality field. You can actually fly up underneath the target you want to kill and let them land on your head. And they will just straight up die.
Berserk has a tick on the point.
Yeah, and Berserk's actually taking away a lot of the space from DDM. They're going to have to just sit back, get the tick or two, put it back out. Ooh, that's big. That's a map. Right. Took first point.
They just took Reinhardt out of the point.
So this fight, DDM is probably going to look to use Whole Hog into Valkyrie. They're probably just going to try to take some folk
They
mercy.
need to go hit scan, honestly, to counter the Pharah, because yeah.
Well, they have 2 hit scans already, and they have Roadhog. I think they just need to take better positioning on the high ground. Like, Roadhog is okay to play the high ground next to them and just pressure from a different angle. And that Torb turret can also be in that back corner by the mini health pack next to the bridge.
Let's see what we got here. Oh boy,
The bot.
here we go.
There's the Valkyrie coming through. Now they're just gonna wait this side. You're gonna see Amplification Matrix drop. Damn, Berserk's just gonna push this.
Yeah.
Strong disengage. Now the Pharah already using Jump Jet is big because I mean she has no escape.
Here we go.
Pressure she's
Here
got.
we go. Here goes the pharmacy. Berserk has gone to the pharmacy.
Alright, there's a Molten Core and a Rocket Barrage coming through in DDM.
Yeah, but
you might see dueling Rocket Barrages in this next fight.
Well, not right now, you will.
No, definitely not.
Oh, well, yes you will, actually. Douche. Oh.
Big. The Ryan pin just to reset.
Oh my god. Oh
And just like that, I think Berserk's gonna take the streets. Just a little bit of cleanup. There's not another fight retake, so we're just gonna go to third point and get ready for that.
Oh, this man who has played Tracer has
So right now you see Dire Dan has Rally and Final Mitt has Molten Core. The worst thing that you can do right now is to pop a Rally before Molten Core because the bonus damage to armor will affect it.
the worst thing that can happen to DDM is
Now they're just gonna wait out the supercharger, and when everyone has that nice Rally armor Kona, you're gonna see the Molten Core come
I
out.
honestly think they should pressure them and just like
Now the disengage should have been there first. That's okay. Now they could play Shatter into Molten Core, but they're probably just gonna do raw shit. Yep, there it is.
Still not gonna help though. Oh.
That's a lot of ultimates invested there.
Oh boy. It's not gonna matter.
No, oh no, this is getting turned around though. Especially the rest coming through and Dan leave.
Oh no, Reinhardt, no.
I think he might be able to clean that up as long as he doesn't. Yep, he's got support of his team. Now that was a really weird interaction of ults, but I think DDM even. Stop it, they C9.
They C9.
Stop it, they C9 the back cap came from Junkrat. That's gross.
What? Hello?
Did they just?
Yeah.
Did they just C9?
See it. Oh, you hate to see it. I'm mad that I didn't get to spectate that. Oh.
I didn't even see
I thought he
Junkrat.
was
Oh,
dead.
I didn't even.
I thought he was dead too. I thought he.
Wow.
Okay.
Well,
For those watching that don't know what a C9 is, it's just when a team wins a fight but they ignore the objective.
You just learned the definition of a C9 right now.
Oh my god. If we were just talking about C9s before.
Yeah.
It's on payload maps.
oh, you hate to see it.
Would love to see it if you're Berserk right now.
Wow.
What time on the clock?
That actually might be an emotional switch into this fight. You might start seeing a little bit more sloppy play coming from DDM.
Can I just say this? If you're Berserk, you just outsmarted them.
Wow.
Congratulations. I'm not even mad at Berserk.
I mean, you hate to see it.
Back
I mean, if you're
push
DDM,
once
you hate to see it.
as Hammond because the whole enemy team pushed all the way up towards spawn.
What's this?
And Allie knows this story. Me and Allie went to go cap on Temple of Anubis, and they couldn't get back in time, and we won.
Can we please?
Alright, so you got Junkrat playing split off his team by the mega health pack. He can always mind jumping back to safety, but he's just going for some early ult charge. And a little bit of scouting. You got DDM coming out on the Tracer and the Fire. They're probably trying to split the backline and just put pressure on everything in the back. Well, the accretion almost hits Fire, but you know, it could have been better if you comboed with a pole.
If you're DDM, right now you're heartbroken. You need to fix it ASAP.
Amplification Matrix comes out, and they're just trying to maintain a little bit of pressure after Final goes down, but they've spawn advantage, so favorable trades, especially on DPS, is really not a big deal right now. Especially since Berserk is being pushed back up to the mini health
I
pack.
still cannot believe the C9 that just happened. I'm in shock.
Junkrat farms a Riptire in the first few seconds of the fight. Let's see if he gets any value out of it. By Reinhardt.
Oh my
That's
god.
a double, that's huge. Tracer's still in the back. Final is pressuring Junk on the right side of the mini. See what goes on there.
Can we just talk about the C9? I'm still in shock.
No, it's fine. I mean, it happens. It's it definitely
Like that?
less than
They
I'm
just
sure.
won a team fight.
I'm sure
They won a
DDM's
team
less than
fight.
excited about it.
They won a team fight only for that. Oh my god.
So here you're probably going to see a Temple Valkyrie come through, to charge up Ryan to get that on the Fire Strike, try to get her Shatter, and you're probably seeing Ant Matrix drop down on top of the Rocket Barrage.
I'm lost of words. I thought I'd seen it all.
Supercharger drops, just like Tracer.
Oh man. Oh boy.
I'm not sure about the Valkyrie because I guess they just want to put up more damage, but there's really no need for the Valkyrie on side.
Honestly, DDM needs to start playing aggressive.
I think they're treating it more like a cooldown. Because it's so easy to farm up Valkyrie again.
That's true.
Yeah. At least that's
It's
what
just
I
like
do.
no, it's just like a Tempo Nano too, because you can just like an Ana that wants to farm
Wow. Bard just got yeeted.
I think Doomsword's probably going to switch out to Fire in a moment. I feel like that's where that Rocket Barrage came
Can I just say that
Yeah, switch to Reaper.
Berserks is having a field day right now.
Yeah, I feel like if they can take a corner with Ant Matrix and try to pressure through some of that range damage, because we're getting close to grab and we're getting close to Pulse Bomb, that might be the play that they're looking for now.
Berserk is having a field day. DDM needs to step it up and figure something out rather quickly right now.
They can do it. I believe in
I
all
know
these
they can do it.
teams. I'm just like, these teams.
I know they can.
Yeah, it's always so hard.
It's just heartbreaking. They want a team fight for that to happen. That
Bob
is
comes through. Yeah, but the Retard takes out Final. Bob on the field. Yeah, you set up that crossfire with Bob and you already started losing people. It's kind of hard to sustain after that. They need to just let the push end now and get reset. Because they burned out a lot of ultimates out of Berserk and they can get started on the push. They commit the Valkyrie to probably try to save the Zarya.
Oh my god.
Guacamole switches to a Risa to probably challenge just because the shield health is
40
not
seconds on the clock.
They're gonna need a big grab in the pulse bomb to open up the site.
Oh my god, but this is still in favor of the Berserks because now
It got eaten. It got eaten.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Pulse bomb gets nothing. And it's honestly just clean up on this fight for Berserk.
Oh my god. Oh my.
I must go.
Berserk is. How can I say this? They're just dominating. They are just.
Yeah, and it's really hard for teams after the C9 round.
After C9 to even.
Yeah, there's a mental check that happens in a lot of teams. Usually you can shake it off, but rounds like this, it's demoralizing a little bit. But again, Berserk takes the second map, so they go up 2-0 so far in the round.
This was a heartbreaking match to see.
Play of the game.
I can't honestly say what I'm still in shock. I'm honestly in shock. They won a team fight, and for that to happen, that had to hurt them mentally.
Hoping we get to see Anubis. Love that map.
I'm hoping to see game 4. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, it depends on the map. So far we've done controller, done hybrid.
We got Assault next, which is 2CP.
Assault next, everyone's favorite 2CP, otherwise known as a Clown Fiesta. Anything happens.
Horror more? So, how's everybody's, well, if I'm DDM, I know their night is a little bit heartbroken, but I'm pretty sure they're going to make it up next game. But how's everybody's night going?
It's alright.
Yeah, my night's pretty solid so far. I was watching a little bit of JoJo's before, just trying to bang that out. How about you guys? I'm going to withdrawal. Stone Ocean doesn't come out till next year, so I'm like losing my mind.
Oh no.
I just had to get that out there because I have friends watching and I let them know that I talk about JoJo's and Andy Chance. You asked me how my night was going. I was like, "How's my night going?"
Is that a JoJo? Is that a joke?
And every time McCree gets played, I'm just like, go ahead, Jotaro, you do your thing. Let's go.
Oh,
Yo, stop. I'm sorry. The last thing I watched, I mean, I know it's in the name, but that show was just so bizarre to me that I couldn't do it. The last thing I watched was when the second JoJo pulls out this Tommy gun out of
Tommy
nowhere.
gun?
I don't know what it was, but he just started blasting, and I was like,
Yeah, it was a Tommy gun. He pulled it out of his back pocket.
I was like, what am I watching? What?
I'll let you know right now that if you ever watch the parts after that, it gets significantly better. Significantly better. There's have you ever played Persona?
yes.
So if you've ever played Persona, the concept of a persona is what a stand is in JoJo. And personas come from JoJo stands. And if you've ever played like Sonic Adventure 2, you know, like the whole...
that's legendary, man.
All right, so the ability Chaos Control is in itself a JoJo's reference. It comes from a specific ability that's in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Even down to the animation that they use whenever time is stopped. It's insane. That's why they say everything's a JoJo's reference. It's like...
I can't stand JoJo. I can't.
It's one of those things that you either absolutely love or you think it's weird and you hate it.
See, I don't hate it. It's just so bizarre that I mentally cannot keep up with it. So I'm like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm exhausted when I watch it. So I'm
Question:
like, wait a minute.
Before we start, quick game break. Predictions. What does DDM have to do? I don't think I have to explain what they have to do because I pretty much said it a million times in the first two games.
I would like to see them just mirror a bit more. I don't really know their team history. I don't know what they like to play, but I would like to see them mirror comps and try to see if they can just outposition and just apply more pressure in different ways where they're just forcing out cooldowns, use some combos. But again, if they're running Reinhardt and they're trying to brawl, I firmly believe that a Mora Lucio will be probably a better bet, or even like an Ana Lucio, just so that Ryan can get into fights and get out of fights. It's really hard to push on a push comp if you have to eat a ton of spam on the way.
Yeah.
What do you think?
What do I think? Wow. Stop letting Berserks have a field day on you guys.
Yeah.
Jupiter says, it's fine, DDM Academy will reverse sweep them.
Oh, we're calling the reverse sweep. We got the Boston Uprising promise. Here we go.
Seth Trolland says,
no.
map 5, please.
I do not see. I do not see.
Yes! It's Anubis! Oh, I love these
Temple of Anubis.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Listen, man.
I love Anubis. I'm sorry.
As
Y'all
a Wrecking
can
Ball
fight
player,
me.
I get
Do
super
you
excited
wanna
whenever I
play?
see
Do
this.
you wanna play?
Whenever I
Do
see
you wanna-
Temple, I get excited.
We'll put
Get
you
off
in.
the high
You could go
ground.
Junkrat. You could go Junkrat for Anubis. Go ahead. Whoa.
Anubis is just... It's a nice map. I like it.
Hello.
I love it. I just saw a clip the other day. It was Fitzy's here playing Sombra
Yeah.
with I think he was playing with Yeatle on Temple, and they just did like an EMP minefield. Disgusting.
No, come on,
Yeah, sure.
TK.
Anubis is a great map.
Tell me you love Anubis and I'll give you more Mercy Cam.
Oh. Yikes.
Just the next entire fight is just all Dr.
Just
Ziegler
Mercy.
flying around. Yeah, that's it. Just looking angelic the entire time. She's in the battlefield, just keeping her cool, flying from teammate to teammate. That's it.
This is what we like to call the JP3 cam of Mercy.
Yeah, and you have to alternate between third person and first person so they get that dynamic angle of Mercy at all times.
Yep.
She's a queen and
All
will
right.
not be phased by the gunfire. Alright, so Tusk gave us the ready. We're just waiting on the double ready, bro.
The Mercy cam is brought to you by
Raid Shadow Legends.
I say this every time that I get on stream. After I became involved with this league, all of a sudden, all I get is Raid Shadow Legends advertisements.
That's it.
It's wild.
That's it.
Yep.
They know.
They
Listen,
just
it's a
know.
proud partner. It's a proud partner.
Got you ready.
Raid Shadow Legends is like, do you talk to anyone on the internet? You have 2 people in your audience? We'll sponsor your video, I promise. Not enough people are playing our game. Please get
This
us.
third match is brought to you by Ray Shadow Legends.
I love it here. I love it.
As we
Initiating
as we get prepared for Temple of Anubis. God, I need Jesus.
I love it here, I gotta say. Oh my goodness.
Why wouldn't we love it here? Hello?
Can I see some Ana and some Foreign Temple? Can we just bring it to
We
more?
got the best
Need to see.
casters of all time. Hello?
Yeah,
So wait
you're
a
in.
minute,
You're
Reaper?
honestly in the Fiesta right now.
Oh,
This is the
man.
kind of cast we're having today.
You don't get too many of these in casting, right?
I'm just gonna go on the limb. We need a Murloc character in Overwatch. This is not okay. They shouldn't be teasing it on the top, on the side of the giant band like they need.
Oh wait, hold
Hey, I
on,
wanna
hold
call
on.
Jeff. I got
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
please.
wait. Time out. The Mercy Cam is unleashed.
Yep.
Mercy Cam. Let's go.
And it's
Trying
brought
to
to you
get a nice-
part by Rain Shadow Legends.
I'm just saying, I feel like if
Oh,
there
we're
were
gonna have strats,
advertisements
guys.
in Overwatch, the advertisements would be like for how the U.S. Army advertises. Just like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Overwatch should do.
I would join Overwatch. So they're running the
You
Sim
are in
Reaper.
Overwatch.
Berserker's running a Sim Reaper, and I feel like they might go left side room and teleport up top to get behind, or they might just teleport to the side.
Oh, Lord. I hope I get great casters.
Oh, they're just going right in.
Teleport straight to the point. They just don't care. Take the point. Let's go.
Oh, what indie?
Set it up. Welcome
Oh
to the
my
welcome to the
God.
microwave.
DDM, what are you doing?
Yeah, they got console in the
DDM.
rotation, but the Ashes got free reign on top of the fight.
DDM,
So
what are
one
you
big
doing not
dynamite
defending the
thing.
point?
So-
What are you doing not defending the
Oh,
point?
that's
my
quick
God.
and dirty. I would get out.
Go, Bap, go! Go off! Go off, Bap!
Oh, the pull onto Ash. That's gone.
What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Right. Get ready for second point.
Oh, no.
Oh my
Aw.
God! Oh my God! What did we?
Yeah, that teleport strat can be a little drawing, especially if your team is not set up and if they don't have the Lucio to instantly rotate.
Oh, but you
Yeah.
still have to contest the point, no matter what. That was just a freebie.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean-
the kind of fight where you drop Sigma onto the point to contest, and Arista stays on high ground with your range
That's
damage
hard
and
to
try to
watch.
just get angles.
That's,
But
that's honestly very
I hate to see it. So
Oh,
second
they're
point
going
defense should
right
go a
in.
little bit better, but I feel like they're going to teleport to the sniper perch where Baptiste
They
is, and
got
that's
so
where they are.
much mistakes.
Yep,
they
there,
didn't make.
you called it.
2 swings and it's going to be an Earth Shatter. 180 sure.
Oh
Here it
my
goes.
God.
Oh,
Here we go.
Retire comes in. Let's see
Wow.
what plays. A huge
Oh.
retire from Doom Smurf.
Oh boy, but will it matter? That's not gonna matter.
We'll see, because
Yes,
that
it will.
wall means they hold a corner, and because remember,
It will, but it's gonna get them a point.
DDM can actually still hold this. They're just gonna have to trickle out and get 1 kill. Trickle out until you get 1. As the Death Blossom comes out from Reaper, and he just gets told to go away. Yeah, I feel like DDM's probably gonna hold this unless the supercharger does extra work.
Finally, they had to make that up on. Oh wait, no, wait, maybe not.
I don't know. This looks like it's gonna. That sound barrier might have blocked it in. And there's no ults coming out. The Brigade is a big pick, but I don't think they're gonna be able to push out unless they stagger both sides intelligently. Ryan's gonna come
they
in
do
and
get a
touch. He's
tick.
gonna
They
get
got a
burned.
tick. So there will not be a draw. Ladies and gentlemen. Telling you right now, there won't be a draw.
The respawns are
Oh!
not coming. The Lucio
another
contest
tick.
is shut down. The
That's
skill orbs are
another-
coming up from Moira.
Oh,
whatever
Yeah,
happened to the
the DDM's just getting bullied up. The Earth Shatter gets cancelled.
oh,
Yeah, it's just one of those things
Go
of why
off.
you score up against another Reinhardt and you're begging to
oh
get
my
charged.
God, this is hard to
422
watch.
on the clock, that's a really fast time. But I like to swap to the Doomfist because he's not worried about the turrets, he can't get slowed down through his rocket punches, he goes through a lot of the shielding. They're just going to have to think that and keep that in mind for their attack. We're going to have to get ready.
Mentally, I just don't think after that C9 they're into it. Just after giving up that first point.
Yeah, but remember, this is 2CP. Teams just get rolled left and right. It's the same
Yeah.
team. Like,
I mean-
for all we know, DDM might just come through and burn through with 7 minutes on the clock, 6 minutes on the clock.
Yeah,
At the
Two
end,
fight
you guys
moves.
did say I love Temple of Anubis, so
I love this. Man.
Yeah, this is like a really like aggression-oriented
listen,
map more
man,
so than the
why
2CPs.
don't you play
Yeah.
in the map then? Go ahead, play in the map then.
I would
you
if Jeff
love
let
it-
me.
Yeah, sis, don't worry, we would get on here in a heartbeat. Like,
Yeah, whenever I play comp, Jeff's like, I'll give it to you once, and then we'll like absolutely like crush, and then Jeff's like, okay, that's
honestly,
it. You're not getting it for the rest of the week. And I'm like,
honestly,
well, when I play with a friend of mine, the first 2 or 3 maps I get, one of them is always Hanamura.
oh god, excuse me.
Without fail, Hanamura every time.
It used to be like that for me, but then it stopped, and now it's
I'm
like
haunted by
Volskaya.
Hanamura. It's like I get it. You want me to play a Shimada, but Shimada is not my way of life.
Bastion meta going over here.
Oh.
Yeah, we get the Bastion teleport strats. That's gonna.
They must have learned from their GM team.
They learned from Doomfist from Bastion.
They learned from their GM team, DDM.
Check out the stream, Bastion made it switch that. Oh, that's big.
Oh, I
No
felt
mercy
that.
camp.
Alright, so
I
that's cool.
felt that.
Real quick, early fight.
No mercy camp.
So DDM Academy is just going to wait for Mercy to come back, and they're going to have to set up their teleport in the meantime. Double shield is just to buy them time to get the teleporter set up before he gets destroyed. But I think that, yep, they're already starting to rotate. Berserk knows it's coming, they rotated the point already.
Oh my god. You can't say Berserk didn't see that coming. They saw
Yeah,
that
and especially because they're playing a double shield, that means they can insulate on side of the right side building, play the orange building with a mini health back, and just...
They are just oh my god.
Bastion on the point, a hero.
Hide, Mercy, hide.
Can we just say MVP is
Oh, Mercy,
outcast?
run, baby, run, they're coming.
They don't know
is
she's
outcast.
there.
Ryan, Mercy, run! Mercy, run!
Oh, now he does. Oh,
Rude.
Mercy.
The accretion was unnecessary.
Yeah.
The Mercy. Okay, we gotta stop with the Mercy camp, cause no.
The Echo's actually a big swap here because if she can get positioning and dive bomb the Ashe, that could open up the fight.
Yeah. Here she goes.
That's if outcast.
She got the
Oh,
stickies
she's
and
so
Ashe is
low.
on like basically 30 health. A melee would kill
She's
her.
even lower.
on
She's
1
like
HP.
1 health.
Oh well, she was. Keyword was.
But yeah, but that was enough time to buy them. Like they get pressure off them so they can rotate into that small building, which wouldn't do against a Junkrat. Here it goes. Here comes Riptire. Takes a damn leap. Yo, but that's a 4v5 right now. Favor. They're 4v4. And I think DDM's winning this fight. They're just gonna have to start taking space as the res comes through onto damn leap, even though they lose Junk.
I'm very surprised they didn't attack that point. Wow.
They just gotta push up now, take the space. These sticks go down now.
They better make sure they don't get that ass.
Final chats, and yeah, they got outcast, and we're good to go. First cap. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I think the good swaps came out of the right
Ooh, time to unleash the tour cam. What was the tour cam?
Yeah, get that Tormir and OnlyFans, let's go.
Hey. Don't be ripping on my tour, alright?
Hey, you don't want to see ironclad.com? Let's go.
Oh, well, forget the tour cam. Hey, go this adventure.
They're probably gonna teleport Bob.
Go, Bob, go.
Can we teleport you?
I would love that.
Oh, and Immortality comes out too early.
I'm pretty sure you would love that.
Because if I were them, I would teleport Bob to the back corner as they push him to the point.
I'm taking notes.
Here comes the Riptire. Bob's going through. Will it get anything? It's going through turrets. Gets Orisa. That's big. They can actually push through on that. That's big. They're gonna have to clear the turrets though. So they still have duplicate supercharger on DDM, and that's actually gonna be able to secure them the fight if they can get it. Well, difference in 30 seconds makes. I told you, 2 CP is the same. Doesn't matter. Everyone can win.
Oh, well, I mean, you got 2 minutes on the clock, so...
And I got some Wrecking Ball. I got to see like 4 seconds of Wrecking Ball, so you know my night is good.
Listen, man. We just don't talk about that, though. We don't talk about your Wrecking Ball, though.
I want to be a ball main.
Being a ball man is all about
listen,
the
listen. Just go to Game League. Listen, go to Game League.
Go to GameLeague.com.
Go to Game League.
Is that the one where you have to pay to be like coached or something?
Yeah, by top
Yes.
500 pros, and I have like old brand new.
No, it's not, bro. No, it's not.
Like
You
I
have
have
diamond players.
Hey, that's
Explain it.
Diamond is still top 10%. So
Get out of here with that, man.
it is. It's like
Yeah.
I don't
Have you
control
seen
the
the
percentages.
demographic?
I don't control the percentages. I can't tell you that everyone plays in black and gold.
Well, we don't care about the percentages because we know the percentages are not high.
Hey, if you're top 10% in anything, you're considered an expert.
True. I'm a diamond player playing in the top 500 division. You're right.
There you go.
I want to be
Perfect.
top 5.
Yeah, remember,
That's my
the
goal.
entry requirement for top 500 is diamond. And if you're looking like Korean servers on console, it's almost all like diamond players. Just top 500, because it's that insane. This defense, I like the Echo swap, because you're sacrificing some hit scan for a lot of burst damage, and the opportunity to duplicate. Mirrored compositions is exactly what I wanted to see, so it's really going to come down to who rotates better.
Oh my!
As Doom Surf goes down immediately.
Why does this always happen that the Junkrat just gets the other team? This is
That Hulk accretion combo is what I was talking about before. Let's get this team through.
Can we get the Mercy Cam? Let's time to unleash the JP Mercy Cam. Alright, get it, Mercy. Let's see what you got. Oh yeah.
I'm waiting to see the rotation that DDM's going to do, but they should probably try to go through top right and go through main. Because it's not going to rotate in that left side room. They can't challenge the joint to the small first.
Listen.
Look at the Echo! Echo Spy!
Look at how beautiful the Mercy skin looks.
Come on, get that Deus Ex Machina synthetic brawl, let's go.
See, thanks to the caster, we have a thing called the Mercy Cam. This is what happens when I go on Twitch.
Oh look, the DDM's actually taking the right rotation, pushing through right side. They could probably get Junkrat on high ground. I would even send Sigma up there with him so they can get 2 Junkrats on high ground.
Alright, I have my moment.
Junk's in the back line, set up on the high ground next to the Mega. He can retreat onto the Bap. Let's see if he can pick up Baptiste.
Oh, that's a pick. That's a trade. But
yeah, the DPS trade is fine. Oh, they finally got the high rotation. This is going to be hard for Berserk to kind of dislodge this bunker on the high ground. Here comes Riptide. Let's see what happens. Oh, we dropped the Aristofel.
Oh, can't get up there. Oh,
Retaliate
can't.
adjusts. All 10 seconds. Let's see if it works. Nothing. Riptide gets nothing. As Sentinels goes down.
Joker gets something.
The
Oh,
priest
wait.
DDM's pushing it.
We will
This is like a big stall, but I don't think it's going to be worth. I think Mercy's going to have to try to get out and just take a lot of time off the clock.
We will see you.
This is a good stall, because remember the TCP respawn times?
Yeah.
Berserk will spawn instantly, and this overtime is they have one final fight, 30 seconds on the clock after the first one scan. Let's go.
Oh, I see
One
a
big
Hunt,
push.
though.
They're going to have to do pull into Gravitic Flux and then just drop the Supercharger as they land. But they got to watch it for Riptire and all the other ultimates coming up on DDM. We got to see what's up.
Yeah, but they're. Oh!
That's big. That's
Very
a duplicate
big.
you don't have.
And now Mercy is eliminated! Oh.
Comes to Duke.
Oh no!
Riptire comes out, that can be big, no?
Oof!
Alright, there we go.
The pressure from the Supercharger means you can't go anywhere.
Just when I said there wouldn't be a draw, now there's a possibility
Of a draw.
of. I set myself up
It
for
is
this, didn't
absolutely.
I set myself up for this. I blame myself.
I blame you too.
Oh, pretty sure you do. What a way to assume stuff.
Can we take a second to just appreciate the aesthetics of Temple of Anubis? Like, I feel bad for anyone that lives in these homes, because it's a rowdy, ruckus time here.
No.
I'm
will
saying,
not
imagine
take-
you're like in the kitchen and they're all fighting over 2 points and you're like,
Listen,
"They're at it
I
again."
will not-
Yeah, but it's not even just like people are fighting. There's like sentient robots, hamsters piloting mechs, literal like Grim Reaper running around with double shotguns.
I will
You
not
look
take
outside,
a
you're just like, I don't want to live on this planet.
Yeah.
Listen, I will not take a moment to.
There's a dude whose hair is on fire and he's dirty, and
He's just
That's a lot.
just lobbing stuff everywhere.
yeah,
Oof.
super.
You better hope it doesn't fly through your kitchen window.
Yikes. Any League games tomorrow, man? What's on the horizon tomorrow? Any?
Yeah, let's take a look at the Overwatch League schedule. I'll pull up Overwatch.
I wasn't talking about Overwatch League because I
know.
That's a league.
I thought we were segueing to our sponsor, the Overwatch League.
Oh well,
Maybe one day. Oops, wrong way,
maybe
sorry.
not. Maybe never.
I think the Lucio's a good pick here, because you're going to run Double Shield with Ryan. The only problem with Ryan and Double Shield is because you don't have the survivability.
not
So
again.
I'm taking me.
Wait,
Teleport
how did
counter?
Orisa get up there? Oh, teleport.
The teleporter.
Not again. Oh, they counter.
Oh, this is some better defenses, though, because Arissa's already down. Ryan's got to commit the charge, and he's gonna have to cleave in order to build a shatter for the next side.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh! No.
This is working.
Guess what? Wait, no.
Ryan's like 60%. The sure shatter takes out Valkyrie. That's it.
Wow! They're
Just to
gonna
clean
get
up.
the point!
Yeah, Sigma's gonna have to touch just to stall, and Bat gonna have to touch and super jump off.
Oh, they're gonna have to stall. You don't want these guys to get a draw. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fine.
they don't lose this match?
I mean, would you consider the
If
time that
they
they
don't-
don't get extra for this? Because overtime,
No.
like, they get 3 seconds. They get 2 clean fights, depending on how long they last. So if they can
They
make the
get 2
engagements
clean
quick and dirty,
fights.
they get 2 clean fights.
They
They're gonna
get
have
a
to
draw.
strat wall, so they can actually wait for.
Listen, Berserk looks like they want to end this once and for all.
Yeah, but if they wall too early, they're gonna give the fight away. So we're gonna have to see how this works.
Here we go. Oh, they're playing it smart.
Yeah, because Retire's gonna get ready to come out from DDA, and that might seal this particular. Shatter comes through as the walls go down, that's huge. And the brutality kill on both sides keeps everyone alive. Then the kill feed just lights up. Retire gets 2. That's big though for spawn advantage purposes.
This series is going to be a dogfight.
First she contests, there she goes. Valkyrie gets a quick res. That's big though. Doom is gonna come back, Lucia's gonna contest. I'm telling you, spawn advantages are a big deal. The big pick, oh yeah, DDA's gonna hold this. Oh, here comes the Death Blossom out of the Outcast. Rabbinic Flux is gonna solve that. Wrist is down. Ooh, that's big and huge. Another immortality. All they need is one more pick. That's a done deal in this fight, unless it's a really stumped fight. Now remember when I said they'd get 2 clean fights?
Oh,
This is
C9.
no. It's not a C9, that's just a pressure off. That's insane.
Yeah.
I said they were to get 2 clean fights and they decided to make it 1 20-minute brawl, which, I mean, you can't ask for a better ending than that, unfortunately.
Oh!
Hey!
Everyone's favorite Centaur, let's go. Earth Spirit Arissa.
She's so cute. You can't tell me that Arissa's not adorable.
Oh yeah, she's a big toddler
she's
that has quad
adorable.
cannons on her hands.
Can we just talk about how Torb is a badass? Oh, yeah.
Talking about the religion of Torb Daddy.
God,
What?
even
His
Mom
daughter's in the
Despair?
game? What?
True.
I hate that thought. I hate how they had to make that known.
What
Now I'm just
would
like,
you
my brain is
mean?
just...
I mean, if you ever saw, there's like one of the concept arts that they put up from Blizzard, and Reinhardt's
Listen,
reading
man,
like Christmas bedtime stories to like all 12 of Torbjorn's kids. So
I
just
know,
think about it.
I think I saw that and I was like, jeez.
Think about it. Torb, leave her alone.
Oh my god.
Torb's got 12 kids. Just think about that.
Right, y'all. It's come time
Oh, I
for
already
an
know who's
MVP.
MVP.
In
Outcast.
Yeah, Outcast for sure.
Outcast. That's
they-
not even debatable.
Yeah,
Outcast.
the Tracer playing the first just on Oasis alone, and even into Eichenwald was just taking over the entire game. They ended up getting to play the game on Eichenwald with the Fire, so just using that diversity, they just took over the entire game. I think.
Outcast.
100%.
Alright, hold on. 2 seconds.
Honorable mention. Who do you want to give that to, though?
Oh.
I think Final Limit. I think for DDM played really well. I think they were trying to keep up in the DPS duel. I'm just really proud of what I saw from them, because we still need to give one anyway. But for sure, player of the match is going to go to Outcast.
Oh yeah. That's not even a question. Man gets legendary.
So, honorable mention for Berserkers?
I mean, the whole team left. So
I would go with Kakaitis just because I felt like on Oasis the Wrecking Ball dive and being able to play the rest of it all is 2 different mindsets, and they were farming ult every single fight without question.
Yeah.
I think that's how we would set that one up. But I'm open to be wrong.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Yeah. Just thanks you guys for the time. I think it was pretty cool. Unfortunately, it was a clean sweep, but I still think both teams brought what they could, and it was
Yeah, they both
pretty
did
competitive game
amazing.
regardless. Yeah, I don't think the score shows how close the game was.
Alrighty. Now, we are packed for tomorrow for games. As far as
What do we have on the schedule for tomorrow?
Yeah. Can we announce the schedule for tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Sorry.
I'm actually playing tomorrow.
Oh.
Let me hold on. I'm good.
Should I cast a game? LOL.
You should.
Should I humiliate you? Should I?
I mean, if you want to, I'm gonna pop tomorrow, so you can say whatever you gotta say.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I promise.
I'm gonna remember those words.
We're going up
It'll
against
be on
Knights
Twitch.
Templar, but it'll be
Listen,
on Twitch. You can
I'm
Kuroshi.
gonna remember those words, and if
You
you
should.
don't,
You better
I'm
let me
coming
know.
after you.
That's fine. I'll be ready for you in League Game Chat.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, okay.
Regardless of .com, I will pop tomorrow.
Sure you will.
The BM
So
in the
for
chat.
tomorrow, July 12th, we have a 12 p.m. game. It's Tier 4 Kuroshi versus Knights Templar.
Shout out to Kuroshi.
You guys,
This is all in
Yeah.
Eastern time. So that's
I probably won't even be up at that time.
You won't be up. You're gonna.
Yeah.
You're gonna. I thought you were gonna cast my game. It's the first game of the day.
No.
Alright,
Oh.
Maybe.
so then we have another game. So this is as far as my knowledge. We have another game, 2:30 Eastern time p.m.
Mhm.
It's gonna be
Titans
Titans
versus,
versus Alpha Armada. That's me.
Oh, I definitely want to see Benji
Be
go
there,
at it.
be
Yeah, I want to
square.
see that game too.
I want to
Um,
see Benji, MVP, Benji, carry
Yo,
man.
hold up.
Oh,
Hold up. Come on, man. Come on.
He didn't
Come on.
like that. He didn't like that.
And then we have ADL versus Outcasts at 5 p.m.
Oh, I definitely
And
want to
then
catch that game.
the last game of the day tomorrow is Culture Gaming versus Three of a Kind at 8
I want to
p.m.
catch those
Eastern.
2 games tomorrow. Ooh.
So,
Yeah, it looks like we got
Thank
some
you,
solid games.
everybody, for joining
definitely
us
wanna-
today.
Tonight.
Um,
We just gotta be so dramatic of thank you for joining us.
sorry, that's how I talk when I'm looking at something and trying to finish my thought. I'm currently
Yeah,
looking at my
just letting the
computer,
words
so-
flow out.
Yeah.
But for real, thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a pretty solid game. I had fun. I hope you guys did.
Oh, I had a shit ton of fun.
And I look forward to casting some more games, and we can bring this.
I hope we have this cast team for the tier 1 games tomorrow. Cause
Oh, if I can cast a game tomorrow, if I don't have anything going on, I'll sign up for one. I'm sure.
Gotcha.
I definitely want to cast the tier 1 games tomorrow, man. We got 2 great ones, ADL versus Outcast, and then, well, 3 of a kind, well, they're just leading the standings like no tomorrow. Nobody's...
Alright, guys. Catch you later.